Osimhen'S transfer is huge. We've got the exclusive details on his new club. Plus, is a PSG star heading to Man United? Real Madrid's got their eyes on a massive signing. And the Ballon d'Or scandal is getting even more intense. All this and more in today's issue. Are you ready? Then we can get started. Manchester United are at it again. After a shaky start to the season, all the talk is about Erik ten Hag. Will he survive, or is the end near for the Dutchman? But wait, while that storm is brewing, United are quietly plotting something huge. Randal Kolo Muani. Yes, you heard that right. PSG's €95 million sensation could be heading to Old Trafford. Let's pause here. United just splashed big-signed Joshua Zirkzee a few months ago. And now Zirkzee's already on the chopping block. What's going on? 3 months, and they're already thinking of cutting ties? It's baffling. But back to Kolo Muani, the man who lit up the Bundesliga but hasn't quite shown in Paris. 11 goals and 6 assists in 49 matches for PSG. For €95 million, that's just not good enough. And here's where it gets wild. United are reportedly ready to go all in with a €70 million bid. But here's the kicker. Zirkzee, the guy who was supposed to be part of the solution, might be out before he even got started. Shouldn't we at least give him a chance before the summer? The lad hasn't had the time to prove himself, but hey, maybe a fresh start is exactly what Kolo Muani needs. Sometimes, a change of scenery brings a player back to life. The Ballon d'Or rumour mill is churning, and it's spitting out a name that's sending shockwaves through the footballing world. Vini Jr. Could it be true? Has the most prestigious individual award in football already been decided? Marca, the Spanish giants of sports journalism, they've practically crowned him already. France Football, the keepers of the Ballon d'Or, they've allegedly whispered sweet nothings in his ear, urging him to prepare his victory speech. Real Madrid, they're ecstatic. They're throwing a premature coronation party. They're proclaiming it a triumph for their values. They nurtured him, they polished him, they transformed him from a raw talent into a global icon. Delegations, congratulatory messages, marketing campaigns, they're pulling out all the stops. Is this a done deal? Is the Ballon d'Or race over before it even began? Where's the suspense? Where's the drama? Where's the edge of your seat anticipation? Are we just handing over the trophy like a participation award? Now don't get me wrong, Vini's had a stellar year. Blazing speed, mesmerizing skills, game-changing goals, Champions League hero, no question. But let's be honest, folks. Rodri, Manchester City's midfield engine, treble winner, the heartbeat of the most dominant team in Europe. Didn't he orchestrate their symphony of success? Just a thought, a little food for thought. But hey, who are we to question the footballing fates? Florentino Perez, the puppet master of Real Madrid, he's been working his magic, pulling strings, whispering in influential ears. And let's not forget, the fight against racism, Vini's a warrior on that front. Socrates Award winner, a powerful voice for change. That's got to carry some weight, right? So there you have it. The Ballon d'Or, destined for Madrid, it's looking increasingly likely. What do you think, folks? Is Vini a deserving winner? Is the Ballon d'Or a foregone conclusion? Let the debate rage in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more footballing frenzy. Victor Osimhen, what a name. But hold on, Galatasaray? Permanent? Not a chance. They've slammed the door shut on that rumour, calling it fake news. 0%. €75 million for a loanee. It's laughable. Galatasaray can't afford that, and Osimhen, he's not staying in Turkey, he's got bigger plans, Premier League-sized plans. Chelsea though? Oh, Chelsea. They're still in the mix. All summer long, they fought to sign him, but negotiations fell apart at the last second. And now, they're back at it. The Blues have reignited their interest, talking to Osimhen'S camp again, just testing the waters. But let's talk irony for a second. Napoli slapped a massive price tag on him over the summer, but nobody bit. Now, they're lowering it, practically begging someone to take him off their hands. How the mighty have fallen. And that release clause, €75 million. It's still a lot, but far from what Napoli originally wanted. Chelsea, they've got their eyes on that. But here's the catch. If Osimhen wants to wear blue, he might need to kiss some of that paycheck goodbye. Chelsea's not breaking the bank unless they get a bargain. Osimhen'S already making waves at Galatasaray. 2 goals, 4 assists in 4 matches. But everyone knows this is temporary. Just a pit stop. Juventus could join the chase if they lose Vlahovic, but they can't trigger his release clause. The clock's ticking. Will Chelsea finally land their man in January? This transfer is far from over. Real Madrid are going all in for Arsenal's defensive kingpin, William Saliba. The French powerhouse has become the name on Los Blancos' wish list for 2025, and they've already made their move. Yes, already. They've reached out, whispered in his ear, and let him know, "We want you in white." Let that sink in for a second. Saliba, who's been monstrous for Arsenal, turning their defense into a wall, playing like a seasoned veteran, even though he's just 23. His tackles? Spotless. His presence? Towering. No wonder Madrid are licking their lips. Eder Militao and William Saliba. That's a dream duo for any club on the planet. But hold on. Don't start packing his bags just yet. Arsenal are no fools. They've locked him down until 2027. That's 3 more years of this defensive beast terrorizing attackers in the Premier League. Mikel Arteta won't part with him easily. And why should he? Saliba is crucial to their ambitions, both in England and Europe. But this is Real Madrid we're talking about. When they want something, they don't ask nicely. They go in with a truckload of euros and make things happen. Arsenal, beware. Real's got the cash and the Champions League allure to turn heads. Could they break the Gunners' resolve? It's the stuff of dreams for Madridistas and nightmares for Arsenal fans. If you're not on the edge of your seat yet, you will be. Is Saliba heading to the Bernabeu, or will Arsenal hold strong? This transfer saga could shake up European football. Luis Enrique's new documentary series has sparked a lot of noise, and not necessarily the good kind. The controversy kicked off with a behind-the-scenes moment where Enrique criticized Kylian Mbappé right before a Champions League clash with Barcelona. He bluntly told Mbappé that he's too focused on scoring goals and threw in a sarcastic jab about him trying to imitate Michael Jordan. But Enrique didn't stop there. He also dragged Mbappé's mother into the mix. Talk about crossing a line. Even Luis de la Fuente weighed in, saying comments like these should stay private. Honestly, he's got a point. Why make this stuff public? But if you think that's bad, wait until you hear what Enrique had to say about Barcelona and Xavi. He claimed that Barca has lost its DNA under Xavi's leadership, even comparing the club to Eibar. According to Enrique, the team relies too much on long balls, with Ter Stegen setting records for long clearances. For any Barca fan, that's a tough pill to swallow. But here's the kicker. Enrique criticizing Barca's style is almost laughable. During his own tenure, possession football for possession's sake became the norm. Endless sideways passing, not much cutting edge. Now he's pointing fingers. It's ironic, really. Enrique is quick to bash Xavi's Barca for supposedly losing their identity, but his own style wasn't exactly the most Cruyffian. Still, throwing these criticisms out for the world to see feels unnecessary. Some things, especially when it involves a club you once managed, are best left unsaid. Cristiano Ronaldo continues to dominate the Saudi League, bagging 5 goals and 2 assists in 6 matches for Al Nassr. He's undeniably their star player, orchestrating their attack and carrying the team on his shoulders. However, his role in the Portuguese national team is becoming a point of contention. While he remains a key figure, his effectiveness seems to be waning. The team's play can become predictable and somewhat stagnant when he's on the pitch for the entire game. Ironically, his insistence on playing every minute might be hindering his own performance and the team's overall dynamism. Perhaps it's time for Ronaldo to consider a different role, a super sub who can exploit tired defenses and become a game changer in the latter stages. This transition could also pave the way for younger talents like Leão, Felix and Ramos to shine and gain valuable experience. Ronaldo could still be a crucial asset, guiding and mentoring the next generation. But will he accept a reduced role? It seems unlikely. Ronaldo recently met with Al Nassr's management and representatives from the Saudi Ministry of Tourism to discuss a contract extension. He remains a significant figure for Saudi football, both on and off the pitch. So the Ronaldo show continues, both in Saudi Arabia and with the national team. Whether he adapts his role for the greater good of Portugal remains to be seen. What do you think? Is it time for Ronaldo to embrace a new chapter in his illustrious career? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Arsenal are reportedly eyeing RB Leipzig's Benjamin Šeško for a 2025 transfer, aiming to bolster their attack. They face competition from Chelsea and Manchester United, but believe they can offer Šeško more playing time. Šeško, a Slovenian international, recently signed a new contract with Leipzig until 2029, but a gentleman's agreement could facilitate his departure for the right opportunity. Arsenal see Šeško as a perfect fit for Arteta's system. The 21-year-old striker, dubbed a monster for his physicality and goal-scoring prowess, has impressed with 6 goals and 3 assists in 9 appearances this season. While Šeško is undoubtedly talented, his Premier League readiness remains to be seen. He's still developing, and the English League presents a significant step up in competition. This pursuit echoes Arsenal's previous attempts to sign Šeško. Some might question whether it's wise to invest heavily in a relatively unproven player, especially given past experiences with expensive signings who failed to deliver. If the transfer materializes, it could impact Arsenal's current striker, potentially affecting the futures of Gabriel Jesus. Ultimately, the success of this potential move hinges on Šeško's adaptation to the Premier League and his ability to fulfill the high expectations that would accompany a significant transfer fee. Is Šeško the solution to Arsenal's attacking needs or a risky gamble? Only time will tell. What are your thoughts on this potential transfer? Share your opinions in the comments below.